Sketch the graph of y equals 2 over x plus 2 minus 4. Clearly show the intercepts with the axes and the position of the asymptote. So I'm just going to rewrite it there so everybody can see. 2 over x plus 2 minus 4. Pretty easy to draw that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly say a equals the factor, the dilation factor, which is 2. I'm going to say h equals, and I remember it depends on what you do. If you use x plus h, then this will be 2. If you use x equals minus h, then h will be negative 2. I also have a k value, and the k value is negative 4. To draw the graph, you have to be very careful. In the exam, please, I'm a bad example, but I do this for a living, so I do it pretty well. In the exam, you need to use a ruler. You need to use a ruler to have your values here. You always have to label your axes, y over x. And now I'm going to do my asymptotes. First of all, a is positive, which means it's going to be in my first and third quadrant. Now I'm going to look at my asymptotes. H is plus 2, which means that it always goes into the negative direction. So my asymptotes will be at x minus 2. So where x is negative 2. And I'm going to write negative 2 there. You have to show that. The k is negative 4, which means it comes down. Now there doesn't have to be exact values there, just basically like that. Negative 4, that's my intercept, and then a dilation factor of 2. What you do have to show is the y and x intercepts. So I know that my graph actually going to go over here, over there, and over here. Now there's no graph, there's no intercepts here because it's not allowed to touch there and it's not allowed to touch there. Because it's asymptotes, please make sure that you do not accidentally touch those lines because then your graph will be wrong. So that's the one part. Now we have to draw the other part. So the other part's going to be in here like that. And we need to write down what that is. To find those values, all I'm going to do is I'm going to say y-intercept. My y-intercept is where x is 0. So in this, where x is 0, y equals, and I'm just going to make that 0. So 0 plus 2 is 2, take 4. And 2 divided by 2 is 1, 1 take away 4 is negative 3. So my y-intercept is at negative 3. What's my x-intercept? Well, your x-intercept is where y equals 0. If y is 0, then 0 equals 2 over x plus 2 minus 4. You can take the 4 to the other side. 4 equals 2 over x plus 2. Please don't cancel that out. That's a rookie mistake. You shouldn't be rookies anymore. What I'm going to do is, I've got x plus 2 at the bottom. So I'm going to multiply both sides with x plus 2. So if I multiply both sides by x plus 2, it becomes 4. If I multiply this by x plus 2, let me just write that in red so you can see. I'm going to multiply this side by x plus 2, and I'm going to multiply x plus 2. So they're going to cancel, and I'm going to have 4 times that equals 2. Expand. Okay, so 4 times x is 4x. 4 times 2 is plus 8, which equals 2. 8 is going to go to the other side. It becomes negative. So 4x equals negative 6. Divide by 4. So x equals negative 6. Whoops. Negative 6 over 4. And negative 6 over 4 is negative 1.5. Which means that value there is negative 1.5. And that is your problem done.